or find.
Cut! Cut!
I don't know what it is about just like, helping people, but sometimes when you help people, it feels as if it feels fulfilling, It's not because you're helping because they asked, or you're helping because, you just basically think it's just a good deed. And even if you help somebody because they asked, then that's even perfectly fine too, because you're letting it hand because you're able to. But I'm just talking about, like, let's say you're on the street, whether you're driving or you're in a store, and you just, you tip somebody, give them a little bit of gratuity or whatever. Not necessarily because you have to, not because there's a little thing on the cash register that says 15%, no, but just because you have, some extra money in your pocket, and you just appreciate their service. We just appreciate the fact that the interaction that you had with them was rather wholesome, and that you were able to actually have a good time in that little moment that you share with them. Like, stuff like that it's not something you can really pay for. Like, sometimes when you go into a store, like, you could be in a corner store. Like, I'm about to go to a corner store to probably get like a little snack, a little beverage or whatever. And then you just and the person at the register, the cashier basically, they just have this level of individuality while you're speaking to them, and they're being kind to you, talking to you. Like I say, it's just wholesome. You're having a good little moment. Stuff like that just made me want to tip somebody. Like, yo, bro, I just want to make your day a little better. Like, you made my day better because I just interacted with you, and it was just such a wholesome moment. We exchanging of words, we talking, communicating, being respectful, showing love. Like, stuff like that is just, it's invaluable, And it's like, and also on top of that, let's say different services. Like, let's say you go to like a car wash, right? You go to a car wash, and then the people that's there trying to make sure your car look real spiffy, right? All right, so I got a little story, so stick with me here. So there's this one time, right? I went to the car wash, right? And, I pay for my services. And the way this car wash is that you go through you go through a little washing room or whatever. I'm called the washroom. You go through a little washroom. And then, after the car get washed and everything, and when it comes out, there's a couple crew members, I would say, that they would take hand towels and they would, hand clean your car, right? Just to get a little finish touches, a little slight little detail, basically. I'm not sure if every car wash does that. That's why I'm just trying to make sure I put that in there. So they do a little details or whatever. And on the left, on the driver's side rear window, right? So behind my seat, basically, there's like a little sticker that was on there, and then I took it off, but it left behind a little adhesion, right? Like, it's still a little sticky, it's still some remainders or whatever, some residue. So I'm sitting here thinking, like, you know what? I want to see who's gonna clean it off out of the crew members, and then I'm gonna tip them. Cause I just want to see how much are they willing to go out of their way. Now, even though I'm doing this, it could be a little tricky because there's certain factors involved, right? But this fact doesn't really apply to me, in my personal opinion, because my car is nothing crazy. You feel me? It's nothing crazy. I just drive a regular Ultima. Real life, 2016, some calm-ish. Nothing crazy at all, right? So that fact is not going to really apply to me, because let's say I had a different car, then I would know that they're basically, really trying to clean it just so they can get an extra tip or something. But nah, not this case, in my opinion at least. So there was one dude out of all of them. So it was like 4 people in the car at first, right? And they was cleaning that first, and then he took it upon himself, or he's the one that went to basically go find a razor so he can scrape the adhesion off, right? And then so that he can also just, clean off everything, make it look extra spiffy. Bro, the way he was hustling, fam. Like, I'm talking about, he was wiping it off, looked at it, not coming off, put down the towel for a little bit, and then he was just hustling. Went to go find his razor for like a couple little minutes, came back, scraping it off, wiping it off, scraping it off, spray it, wipe it off. I'm like, you feel me? Like, I really like stuff like that I appreciate. Like, yes, he's doing his job, but at the same time, we cannot undermine the effort. Like, he's really going out of his way just to clean my car. He don't even know me. You feel me? And what's wrong with me just showing or giving my little token of appreciation? Nothing at all. If anything, is granted. So once he was doing that, I'm like, all right, cool. There's the guy. I found him. So I'm like, all right, cool. So he's definitely hustling, and I definitely will make sure I pay him a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. If there's cash in my wallet, I swear that money don't belong to me. Because whenever there's cash in my wallet and I go outside to the world, I kid you not. And I'm not saying this to try to look like, oh, I'm such a good Samaritan. I'm just telling you the things that I do. Right? Whether you believe me or not, that's none of my business. I'm just telling you my truth. Real talk. So whenever I have cash in my wallet and I go outside, let's say somebody asks for money, like, sir, can you spare me some change? Like, I get them money, you feel me? But at the same time, I still use a little discernment, you know what I'm saying? Give who deserve what or whatever. I use my own little discernment, you feel me? Might sound a little messed up, but it's just my way of basically depicting who should get what type of amount, right? Stick with me here. At the end of the day, like I said, the money don't belong to me, but I still give who's deserving of what amount, you know what I mean? Feel me? So when I be going outside, like I said, anybody really be getting my money, bro. Like, there's this one time I bought fruits, right? I know I'm getting off topic, but stick with me here. There's one time I bought fruits, and I picked up mad fruits, like mangoes, oranges, picked up mad fruits, and she was saying, hey, all this is $9. I'm like, all of this is $9? I go into the supermarket, this would be like freaking 30. And she said, all this is $9. So I gave her 20. I said, keep the change. You feel me? Because it's like, one is because I expected to spend more, one, right? But two, at the same time, is like, these are like natural, real fruits I'm getting for so low, and it's like they're out here working. Just keep the 20. Definitely just keep the 20. I'm like, I just feel bad. Like, why am I trying to get changed? It's not necessarily like I feel bad because granted, I'm not obliged to, like, I have to give them my money, but it's just like, to me, it just feels different. It's like, and even though I use, like I said, discernment and stuff like that, it's also use my intuition and just a sense of feeling that just lets me know that this person should get this money. Like, something just hits me. It's like a little feeling. I'm like, I bet I'm gonna give him the money, and it'll be out of nowhere. Probably didn't even interact with this person yet, but I'm like, I'm gonna give him the money. So back to the main story, right? Thank you for sticking with me. So back to the main story. The guy, after he cleaned off the adhesion on my car, right? Make sure it's spiffy or whatnot. I looked at my wallet and I had a $20 bill. So I'm like, I bet. So I gave it to him. I gave him a $20 tip. Now, this is the moment I live for, right? And it's not necessarily that I'm doing it for these moments, but I'm doing it because I get a sense of feeling, or I feel like someone is deserving of it, or generally I just want to brighten somebody's day because I feel like they're deserving of that. But what comes with it afterwards, it feels so good, bro. It's like you can't pay for that. There's stuff like that money can't buy. You feel me? Like, just being able to brighten somebody's day, or to see a smile on their face. Like, let me tell you what I mean exactly. So after I gave him the $20, right? He looked at it, and fam, he was stoked. Like, bro, man was so excited. Like, he started smiling, right? And this is what I realized, right? Between the crew members, there was about like 4 to 5 of them, right? So he got the 20, and they realized he got the $20 tip. So they was just looking at him like, man just got a $20 tip? What? Him alone? And they was all surrounding him, and they was hyping him up, and he was dancing in the middle. I'm like, this is so wholesome, bro. Like, I love this. I wish I recorded it, because I would generally just watch that video over and over, like once a month or something. Like, it's just stuff like that. I feel like stuff like that just ups the vibration of the earth, because it's definitely upping the vibration of a person. You feel me? And stuff that just feels so good, bro. That's how I can really explain it. I just genuinely love that moment. You feel me? I'm so grateful I was able to do that for him. You know how happy he was. Like, bro, he was they really surrounded him, and he was just in the middle, just dancing. Like, bro, I love that. I love that moment forever. Like, I loved it ever so dearly. Like, I kid you not. Overall, what I'm trying to say about this story is that I just love tipping people. Like, I really do. I really, 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 really do. Like, the more money I get, as my life goes on, the more money I'm gonna give away. You feel me? Because it's like, why not? Why not just give someone just a token of appreciation? Why not just make their day a little better? You feel me? It's nothing wrong with helping people. It feels good to help people, and believe it or not, people. Keyword, believe it or not, what you put out there is gonna come back to you. Now, I'm not necessarily saying don't go out there and just do it solely for that purpose, but at the end of the day, that's how it works. That's the law of the universe. You feel me? What you put out is what's gonna come back to you. As above, so below. As within, as so without. What you put out there is gonna come back to you. So if you're out there taking care of people, being nice to them, being kind, stuff like that, you're gonna get blessings in return. Truth be told, no lies told, real told. So it just really feels good to, really take people, be kind to them, and it all don't gotta be money oriented. You feel me? It don't always gotta be just something monetary. You can even just be kind to somebody, just talk to them, tell them you look nice today. And another one, this one is very much underrated. Just sit there and listen to somebody talk. People, if you realize this, if you talk to strangers, right, or if someone, for instance, I'm gonna say this, people when I don't know what it is, but when I be like outside, right, and then someone says something to me, or I just respond, I don't know, it's like people get this sense that I'm a good listener, and I low-key think I am. You feel me? Because when somebody talks, there's a couple of things I keep in mind. One is that, well, there's a saying, right? They said, what did they say? At this point, I'm buffering simpler terms because I'm over here trying to paraphrase or get the right thing down packed. Basically, when you're talking to somebody, what they're about to tell you, it might be something that you never heard before, or it might be some new information, or it can even be something that resonates with you. It might be a little message that you probably need in a specific moment. You never know what someone's gonna say and how it may benefit you. And I'm not saying do it solely for benefit. I'm just saying that just listen to somebody speak. You never know, and it's also a very beautiful thing to actually hear the perspective of somebody else. It really is. No lies told. So, like I said, that's even another underrated thing. It doesn't have to be money involved. You can, when someone's talking to you, just stand and listen to them. Let them talk. Because at the end of the day, real talk, a lot of people out in the world don't really have someone to talk to. And most likely, they probably see you and they probably feel like talking because your energy, your vibe, and the fact that you're actually listening after a minute or 2 or 30 seconds, and they feel as if, okay, I can talk some more. Just sit there and talk to them. Listen to them. Actively listen. Don't just sit there and have your ear pointed at them and you just over here in a whole different dimension. No, literally actively listen. And you most likely have the time of day. We do. You just probably don't want to because you feel like it don't benefit you. But use a different approach towards that stuff, because you never know what that person can say. You never know what type of information they can provide you with that could definitely benefit you in your life. You feel me? Or even just think of it in this sense. Just you sitting there listening to somebody can do so much for them. What if that person has such a hard day, and the fact that you were sitting there, standing, I keep saying there, but the fact that you're there just listening to them just made them relief, like so much relief. You probably saved a life. And I don't want to go towards such extremes, but I'm just saying, like, really think about this stuff, You never know what you can do for somebody. You never know. So there's nothing wrong with just standing there instead of saying sitting there. There's nothing wrong with just being there and just listening to somebody speak. You're doing so much for them, and you're probably doing so much for yourself as well. And you're also enhancing your listening skills. Some of y'all just really need to learn how to sit there and stand there, whatever there, and just listen. I feel like I come across not a good amount of people, but some people I know. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to throw no subs in there. But some people I know, y'all do a little bit of, a wise woman I heard said, you have 2 ears and 1 mouth. How could you be talking more? You have 2 of these, 1 of this. Do more of this since it's two of them, and do less of this since it's one. You just never know what it could do for you or the person to just sit there and listen to them speak. You never know. There's nothing wrong with just sitting there and talking to somebody, fam. Just listen to them. Listen to them. There's such a vast world out there. The life that you live is entirely different from somebody else. For one, it could be worse or it could be better. But even that's perspective, because what's worse or better? You can say it's worse, and for them, they'll be like, I'm grateful. You feel me? I'm good. And they probably don't want your life. You probably don't want theirs. But the point I'm trying to get at is, it's just so much that comes from just sitting there and just listening to somebody. You know? I know you're busy, go about your day, but just when you get those little moments and you're really not busy, just stand there and just listen to somebody. Just see what, literally just listen to them. Just hear what they have to say. You never know. You might discover some treasures. You never know. I'm gonna give you an example, right? So I was in the grocery store, right? I'm Jamaican. It's a supermarket. So, I mean, they're not a supermarket, right? Now this guy was just talking to me, right? He was just talking to me. You know, I'm just sitting here waiting behind him. He's cashing his stuff or whatever, right? And then he was just talking to me. And bruh, this is what I'm saying. Like, you never really know what someone got going on in their life. It's so crazy. Like, bro. First of all, man's had like 5 surgeries on his back. And then he was talking about for the last 20 years, he had to deal with like take care of his mom that had dementia. I'm like, damn, bro. I'm like, yo, you. And it's like, bro, like dementia is no joke. I'm gonna keep it a stack. I really be sitting here. I think dementia might be the worst way to go. Because, hear me out. I think it's so foul. I feel like dementia and Alzheimer's is so foul to your entire existence and everything you've lived for and all the experiences that you had in your life. Hear me out. I understand it's not painful. Okay, because, you know, people will be like, oh, it's not even painful. Like, yeah, cool, it's not painful, right? Or whatever. But at the same time, think about this, right? You were born. You lived your life, 20 years, 40 years passed by, right? I'm about 20-something right now. It took me a long motherfucking time to get here. So think about somebody that's 60. They did what I did 3 times, right? Right? So they did what I did at least 3 times. They lived the life I lived 3 times. That's a long time. People be thinking life is short. You over here 20, 30, God forbid you less than 20. And you talking about life is short? Do you understand how long life is, low-key? Y'all just think life is short because y'all just anxious. Y'all can't sit still, and y'all really some crackheads. Like, y'all just gotta slow down and live your life for real. If you slow down and live your life, you realize how long your life is. Enjoy every moment. For real though. But anyways. But imagine this person that's lived 3 of my lives. And then all the experience that you've had, mind you, like I said, and everybody's life is different. I have lived up to this 20-something. I'm 24 ahora. See? 25 in a couple of weeks, right? So I'm about to be 25. And I've experienced and I've lived. And imagine I do that 3 times, right? Now I'm 75. And you telling me I don't remember a damn thing? Are you crazy? I feel like I'm just a lifeless doll. Like I just spawned. Mans them really just spawned me in this earth and say, yeah, here you are. I'm over here like, oh, I know how to read and write and most of the basics, I suppose. A few memories, maybe the essential ones, but overall, you don't remember everything. Goddamn Amazon trying to mess up my video. I hope they bring the box up here, bro. I'm sick of this whole... Anyways, whatever. But like I was saying, you lived your whole life. And we gotta understand this. The life we live and all these experiences that we had, at the end of the day, as we get older and we get to get to a certain point in our lives, we're old and everything, the only thing that we're gonna have is our beautiful, precious, just dazzling miraculous, majestic memories. That's all you're gonna have. You're gonna be able to look back and say, I've lived my life. Now Alzheimer's and dementia takes that away from you because you don't remember anything. It's like you started over. It's like you did New Game Plus, but you have no recollection of how you got everything or how you even got here. I can't bang with that, bro. I feel like it's scary. I'm not worried about it. I feel like Alzheimer's and dementia is a terrible way to go, bro. I feel like it's inhumane. Everything you live for, the life you live, all the experiences you had, the moments you share with your loved ones, your friends, and everything, all that just deleted? Like somebody just went on my game and deleted my career? Even use a better example. It's somebody like right now I'm playing Monster Hunter Wilds. Right? A better example for the real ones out there. Monster Hunter World, Iceborne. Imagine you hunter rank 500 plus or even more. You spent about at least 2,000 hours on this game. Delete. Are you crazy? Don't piss me off. But real stuff though, I was listening to him. He said 20 years, bro. He had to deal with his mother that has dementia for 20 years. He had to take care of her. Surgeries and stuff like that. Everything he had going on. Mother with dementia. Oh my God. What did you do in your past life? What did you do to deserve this? I don't even know what you did. But it's crazy. You feel me? So all I'm saying is overall the message I'm trying to say is like, just sit there and listen to somebody. You never know what you can do for somebody just for listening to them, bro. Be kind to others. The world out there is literally hard enough already. And you probably think your world is hard. There's people bro, there's people out there living a much harder life. And I'm not saying this to, basically undermine what you're going through. I'm not doing this to eradicate whatever you got going on. You feel me? I don't really like the term eradicate, but I'm gonna use that. Like, I'm not trying to throw everything that you dealt with or you got going on under the rug, but I'm just saying this for real. Like, people out there really be going through some stuff or they've been through some stuff. No jokes told. For real. Just be kind to each other, man. Love one another, for real. I see. There's this quote, right? I'm gonna paraphrase again. Forgive me. I don't remember the whole thing, but the quote, they were saying that all this stuff that you learn, all the skills and the knowledge and books you read and everything you acquire, all that is very good. It's cool or whatever. Like I said, I'm paraphrasing. All that is cool and whatever. But once you meet another soul, just be a soul to another soul. I'm using an example. Like, you small, you learn about how to, let's say stoicism or whatever, right? You have all this knowledge, you learn how to talk to people, how people should be, this and the third. But at the end of the day, bro, just be a human to another human. Be a soul to another soul. You don't gotta really apply all that stuff. You feel me? Like, yeah, you be yourself, of course. Talk about the stuff that you're passionate about and your new discoveries. But at the end of the day, just make sure that you're being a soul to another soul. Because honestly, that's all that we need as human beings. You feel me? Just be a soul to another soul. Be kind, be loving. You feel me? That's all that we all need. Honestly, as a human race, we really should be coming together. We're the same species, people. We're the same species. We just think we're humans. We're not. We're basically the same as animals. We're just a different species, nigga. We just walk on two legs and we speak and we have, we use a little bit more of our brain power. We're the same species. We shouldn't be going against each other. Yeah, lions go against each other, fight for territory, cool. We have the IQ and the understanding and the intelligence to know we don't gotta be that way. But as humans, naturally we're greedy. Yeah. But for the people out there that can make a difference, and you're also able to just, love another person, be kind to another person, you feel me? And just understand that we all are going through our own lives in our own world. Love one another. For real. Come on, man. And never think you're better than anybody else. Never. Nobody's perfect, and perfection is not real. At the end of the day, it's all subjective. Just be yourself, love one another, be kind, go out there and spread love. So those people can spread love too. You know, when you spread love, it carries like a disease, like a virus. That's the only thing we should be spreading out here. Love. Just spread love. Be nice to another person. Be kind. Be kind. Because kindness is genuine. Niceness is just you trying to put on a little facade, a little act. It's like something you turn on. But being kind is something true, internal, to the core. A heart to another heart, a soul to a soul, a mind to another mind. Be kind to one another, people. Show love, for you shall receive. Enjoy your day. If you made it this far, I appreciate y'all. Like I said, if you made this far, I'm really impressed, highly impressed. Appreciate you watching my video. I hope you have a great day. You feel me? I hope you're out there being kind to people so that the world can be kind to you. That's literally the laws of the universe. If you don't believe it, go be mean to somebody. And let's see what happens. Let's see how your life gonna turn out. Keep being mean to people. My Amazon package just came. Ciao, ciao.